Hello humans, welcome back to my makeup room. Today I have a little Project Pan update for you and I'm excited. Are you excited? I love these videos. They're my favorite ones to watch. So let's just get right into it. The first item from last month that I'm going to touch on is the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer in the shade Porcelain. And I have finished it all up. I took out the stopper and I used as much as I could. This one will be rolling out and I have rolled in a new one already because I did finish this one relatively early on in the month. So I did kind of rolled in a another concealer to work on. And this is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I have the shade Porcelain. And this is just a little bit too dark for me and I want to get it out of my collection. I'm about there, or at least I was when I rolled it in. I have taken out the stopper. I might be a little bit lower, but that's why we're marking it for now. I think I'll be able to use this within this month and I'm not really worried about it. Next, from also Milk, we have the Blur and Set Powder in Light, Transparent Light. Now this one, I can't really tell if there's progress on it. It looks about the same. I'm going to keep the lines where they are and hopefully next month I'll be able to see more of a change because, I mean, there's a lot of product in here and moving it around doesn't go very well. Loose powders I'm finding very hard to mark, but either way we're chugging along and I am using this every day and it's going fairly well, so I'll keep it this. Next up we have the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in Light, and as you can see we're doing pretty good. We're chugging along. I'm trying to hit side pan on the opposite side of where I already have side pan and I'm getting fairly close. I think I should be able to hit side pan next update and then it's probably going to be another few months before I'm able to finish this up completely, but I'm working my way through and it's going okay, slowly but surely. Now, next on the list was the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. And after I made the video for my update, I decided that I have gotten my money's worth out of this. There's only a little bit left. I'm calling it quits. I'm decluttering this. I'm gonna move on. I have other setting sprays I know I like so much better than this. I'm not gonna put myself through it anymore. There's only a little bit at the bottom, so I'm okay with moving on from this. So instead, I kind of threw in two setting sprays because when I was working with the all-nighter, it was so dry that I always needed to go in with a glowy mist. So I threw in my Pixi Glow Mist, which I'd been working on all year with the all-nighter. But when I officially started working on it, where am I? I was about here and now I'm about here. I've made maybe 1.5 centimeters worth of progress. And just after using this so much, I know that I'm near the bottom. I might as well keep working on it. And another setting spray that I'm not super keen on is my MAC Fix Plus. And I decided I might as well just throw this in. I didn't use a whole ton of it. I only got down to about here. And I immediately was like, nope, it's just like the all-nighter. I don't want to use it. I don't like it. But I decided I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to throw it in the pan. And if it does start acting up like the all-nighter, I can throw the glow mist on and it'll be okay. But so far it's not been too bad on me. So I might be taking back what I have previously said. I just made a little bit of progress, less than 1 centimeter. But I'm still happy that I'm trying to get a little bit of use on this and giving it a second chance. Now, the bronzer I've been working on this month was the Fenty bronzer in In the Sun, and I'm quite pleased with the progress I've made on this. You probably won't be able to see on here, but I'm going to throw a picture up in the corner. I have totally worn out the little FB impression that was in the pan. You could barely just see it when I put it into the project, and I'm quite happy about that. I'm going to continue my streak of changing up my bronzers for this month. But in the new year, I'm definitely going to start becoming more of a traditional panner and, try and just hit pan on stuff. But for the time being, I've been enjoying just cycling through some bronzers and seeing what I like and what I don't like. Stuff like that. Now onto the product that sometimes appears in my project pan updates and sometimes doesn't because I always forget about it. This is the Mario Badescu setting spray, facial spray. It's the orange one, the rose water one, and I'm all the way down here. I've just been working on this slowly but surely. I mostly use it to wet my hair if I haven't washed it and I want to try and get the curls to come back. I've considered many times just getting rid of this, but I have found a use for it, so I'm just gonna keep sort of chugging along until I use it up. So that's that on that. Now for my highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. Now, will you be able to see this? Maybe. I have made some pretty good progress on this. I will throw in a picture with some oblique lighting so you can see actually how far I've gotten, but I have totally worn off the embossing in this little middle area, and I have made a little baby dip. Just a little one though, but I mean, this was a pretty easy highlight to wear. It's not my favorite highlight, but it's pretty okay. Now for my brow product. This is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in Taupe, and I have the little markings on the side of my cap here. I have been using this pretty well every day. So I'll just show you the cap. The top marking is where we were, the bottom one is where we are now. I've made a couple millimeters of progress. There is still a fair chunk of product left. So it's going to take me a few months to get through this probably. This is just a really thick brow pencil. So the progress is slow going on the markings, but that's just because the tip is so wide in comparison to, say, a micro brow pencil. I'll show you the Anastasia one. So you can see there's quite a difference in size. So the progress is going to look slower on the e.l.f. one. Just in case you didn't know that and you were thinking about buying the e.l.f. one, it is a bit of a thicker brow product. But still gets the job done and is actually a pretty okay color. So I'm going to keep working on this. Next up we have my Laneige Glowy Lip Balm in the flavor Pear. And I'm quite proud of my progress on this. As you can see here, last update we were up here and now we're all the way down here. I've been using this religiously at work, and I don't know if next month I'll be able to have it finished up, but definitely by the update after that I'll be able to have this finished. I've said this before, I don't love this product, but it is okay for... I don't hate it enough to stop using it completely. I can tolerate it enough to finish it because this was pretty expensive for what it is. There, I just threw some on now. One more use. Yes, primers. Primers. Well, it's supposed to be one primer, but there's a backstory. So the primer I put into the project was my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I just have the mini size. And I started up here and I got down to here. So I made about a centimeter's worth of progress. There's probably just over a centimeter's worth left in the product. But I realized throughout my extended period of time using this, my skin is going through a bit of a overly sensitive phase, and this aggravates the sensitivity of my skin. it stings a little bit when I'm putting it on. So I've decided that I'm going to alternate my primers and only use this maybe every other day because I don't like having stinging skin. I'm trying to give my skin a break, and I think this is, I don't know, I used this a lot of days in a row when I first got it and I didn't have any problems. It might just be the weather change. Now that it's cooler and drier, my skin is acting up a bit, but this just is aggravating the problem. So on the days when I haven't been using the Milk makeup, I've decided to start using the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I marked it when I started using it. So that was this first line, and now I'm down to here. So I haven't been using this all month, obviously. So, I mean, I'm still gonna have a chunk of time left to finish this up. This is, again, a mini size. And I like this, but I don't love it. So I'm okay trying to use this up to get it out of the collection. Next up on the list, we have foundations. Now, this is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in the lightest shade, which I assume is Porcelain because it always is, Porcelain L1. And I have no idea where I am on this. The way this packaging is designed, the glass kind of reflects in on itself, so I can't tell if a light spot I'm seeing is a lack of product or just sort of a reflection of the glass when I hold it up to a light. So I've made a guess. I just put a marking there. I've been using this a lot, so I really think I'm probably lower than this, but this is the best I can figure out. I'm being cautious in my markings. So I'm just gonna go with that marking there and carry on and keep trying to finish this one. And the foundation I'm mixing in with that is my Thrive Cosmetics Build-A-Wear Blur CC Cream. And again, this packaging is very opaque, so I cannot see through it. And I've also discovered there's an air bubble in here, so I don't know if I'm moving around product or if I'm moving around air. So again, I have made a guesstimate. I said last time I was up here, which is probably fairly accurate, and now I'm thinking I'm around there. So I've made quite a lot of progress on this, if this is correct, which makes me think that either all the product is down near the bottom or I am very off on this because I use more of the Light Illusion than I do the Thrive. So we're just gonna have to keep up with it and see where everything ends up. Okay, so I've taken out my highlighter and my bronzer, but I'm only going to add in a bronzer. This is Revolution Bronzer Reloaded in Holiday Romance. It's a very pale bronzer that's a little bit glowy, shall we say. But it doesn't come off as shimmery on the skin. It's right here if you can't tell. It doesn't come off as shimmery, just kind of glowy. And this is essentially brand new. I think I've only used it once. So I'm gonna put this in the project, see how far I can go, get my final thoughts on it, and hopefully lower the little dome in here if I can. I'm not gonna throw in a highlighter because I don't want to. I want to spend the next month kind of playing with my highlighters, seeing which one I want to throw into my 2020 project pan, and just taking a break from this guy here. That is the update. This is my updated little basket of all my project pan items. I've decided I want to keep it to 10 because then I know I always have 10 products, but I'm counting primers as one product because I use them on alternating days, and my setting sprays I'm counting as one, and my foundations I'm counting as one because it's just easier that way, and I use them in conjunction anyways. So that's all the updates I have for you. I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress. Hopefully there'll be some more next month, and if you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what progress you're making on your products, if you have any, link your project below. I enjoy taking a peek at everyone else's projects. Hit the subscribe button if you want to, and ring the bell to become a Pavlovian dog. See you next time. Bye!